The irony of this video is I've planned to record it and yet I'm freezing. I want to talk about this because I feel like there's many of us that are struggling with this and we don't know where to go. In our minds, we create this story of why we are behaving the way we are. I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't get enough food. I've been eating junk all week. I've been, whatever your reason might be, it's a lie. Because your mind is doing what it can to convince you to find a way to kind of exit. A quick and smooth and easy way. And it's crazy how much your mind is hardwired to keep you safe. And that means to keep you safe, it will keep your life consistent and on repeat. Even if the life that you're living now is causing you misery, your mind is hardwired to stay there because that is what you know. Your mind would rather keep you with what you know than what you don't know. And so even if you are a big dreamer and you have all these visions that you want to achieve of your life, it's going to be very hard for you to adopt behaviors and habits that showcase that version of you, that will make that version of you come alive. For example, if you're someone who wants to be successful and you are in a situation where you are comfortable, you're not in a place where you want to be. Understand that the moment you try to embody a habit of someone that is different, like for example, you want to wake up a bit early so you can focus on other areas of your life, like your fitness, for example, you want to get that on lock. The moment you start telling yourself, okay, I want to do it, you have this plan, you know exactly what you're going to do, you're going to wake up early, go to the gym. The moment you're about to do it, you freeze, you go back to sleep, and you're on this loop of just wanting versus actually becoming that person. And there's a trap where you stay stuck in this phase of wanting, and years can go by where you remain in that position. I don't have a plan for this video. I've got 4 bullet points on this screen right now. And I simply have to talk from my experience. And the truth is, when I pressed record the first time, I froze. I didn't know what the F to say. Excuse my language. I was going to break an announcement, but you got to do that just yet. Going to find out soon. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment down below. Your boy is on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Even after 10 years, we're still going. We're never going to stop, inshallah. Your mind is hardwired to keep you exactly where you are, even if where you are isn't where you wish to be. That means that no matter how much you hate your current reality, you're mentally designed and to stay there. No matter how much you think you want change, your body is not going to let that happen. Because anytime you try to step towards it, it will invoke all these anxieties and emotions and fears and thoughts and doubts to keep you stuck. So anytime you go anywhere in that direction, you push the wall a little bit, boom, you're back to reality again. The next day you wake up and you're like, this ain't gonna work. So let me just go back. Does it make a little bit of sense? Yes. And if you've been judging yourself for being lazy or self-sabotaging or whatever your label is, breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. We're understanding the mind so we can work with it rather than against it. Because what we tend to do now is we use the same thought process, right? The same mind to now think, how can I think my way through this? I know what the issue is. I know my mind is wired to keep me where I am. So let me think about a new solution. That's the trap. You're using the same mind that is doing whatever it can to keep you where you are to think of another solution, only to end up doing the same thing again. So you need to stop for a second. Breathe. The only way to truly change this is to allow the storm, the panic, the chaos to arise within your body and mind. That's the only way. And you need to learn to almost sit in that storm that comes up, because you're about to open the door to what you don't know anymore. And your dreams, your visions, your goals, everything is outside of that. The more you try to make that feel easy for you, the more you're reinforcing your prison. And it's crazy because that was me for years. Your whole life could go by because you don't understand this one concept. That the more intellectually smart and wise and whatever you think you are, the more you love to think and analyze stuff, the more you reinforce where you are. So you almost have to step out your head, step out of your way, and just take that step and understand that the chaos, the fear, the doubt is the part of it. there was many moments, and this could be another moment for me where I freeze and I don't record this video. I have other priorities in my life right now. You know, alhamdulillah, I'm a married man now, and a lot more is happening behind the scenes, which I won't talk about just yet. Make sure you subscribe to know more. I have so many excuses not to record these videos. My studio, you understand how much I value having a professional setup. Look at my setup right now, bro. It's just my microphone and me. There is no background. I wish I could go back years of my life and reinforce this one thing again and again. Remind myself of this one thing again and again, which is, bro, you don't need to know what the whole staircase looks like. We all know that cliche, quote. You don't need to know the staircase, just take the first step. Yes, legit. You don't need to know what the whole staircase looks like. If anything, the more you try to figure out what the future looks like, the more you recreate your past. So the more clarity that you seek for of what your next few steps will be, the more likely you will recreate your past. Because your mind is hardwired to keep you exactly where you are. So that means it will do whatever it can in its power to keep you safe. And that means what you want, the difference, the changes that you wish to make in your life, your mind sees it as a threat, because change is scary. So the more you sit there thinking about what you want, the more you reinforce where you are. I hope this makes sense to why I am making decisions in my life right now that scare me, terrify me. Because the truth is, I've realized I will never be ready for any changes. And many of you watching this are living in this trap, this prison of waiting for this moment to come, and it never comes. And I'm grateful that I know this, because otherwise I will be another person who's stuck there. And if you're someone who's stuck, this is why I'm here. My purpose is to help you, to remind you, to show you the ways. I help other brothers and even sisters. I've worked with a lot of people, alhamdulillah, break this pattern, because you have to train yourself to do this. Because the truth is, even when you say break one room and you open up your prison, you just make another one eventually. And we are human beings who seek for comfort. We yearn for safety and comfort. And that means when we break one room, we open it up, we recreate comfort and safety. And if you are someone who naturally chooses growth in your life, which we all do, naturally we are meant to be doing, then you have to master the information and constantly remind yourself of this. Because it's happened to me again and again. I've literally broken crazy limitations in my life, and I can easily get stuck again. Easily. Why? Because I love to think. I'm a deep thinker. I'm very, what's the word? Introspective. I think I'm too smart, too wise. Astaghfirullah. I don't say that to myself. But there's a part of me that thinks I know too much. Like I can sit there and analyze situations and figure it out. But that is my greatest weakness, essentially. And I'm sure so many of you can relate to this. So many of you can relate to this. And you're tired of watching other people make changes, and you're just sitting there and you're like, yo, like, what about me? Trust me, I know that feeling too well. Especially when you're someone that can help other people achieve the same thing, it hurts even more, for real. So next time, I want you to ask yourself, I don't even cover the bullet points. I just ended up freestyling this whole video, and you already know this is how I like to speak. And so hopefully whoever's listening to this, guys, if this resonates with you, please drop a comment down below and let me know that you're here. It helps me really understand who I'm speaking to, what you're struggling with, and what kind of videos that I could make next. And if you have any questions, send me a DM directly on Instagram. There will be a little username right here, and that's the easiest way for you to contact me. And if this helped you, if this gave you any value, check out my free, if you took any value from this, check out my free email series, 30 Ways in 30 Days to Build Real Confidence. There'll be a link down below where you'll be receiving, and once you sign up, you'll receive an email every single day of a personal story of mine, where I share with you 30 ways that I believe that you can truly change your life and your confidence levels. Now, I don't mean the facade, the confidence that everyone seems to have when they're walking down the road, even the guys, who are faking it. I'm talking about the real confidence that you feel about yourself on your own when no one's watching. Link down below. So drop a comment down below. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a comment down below letting me know what you thought about this video. And I'm excited for you to see the next one. So I'll see you there. Assalamu alaikum. Boom.